Well, it's a conversation, I always say about this has nothing to do with Bitcoin. This has to do with the criminal operations called the Federal Reserve Bank. This is my friend's book here, The Creature from Jekyll Island by G. Edward Griffin. And I wasn't a good student, but I do study. And once you understand how the Fed operates, see what happened, there was a third federal bank. It started in 1913. You know what else started in 1913? The IRS. So you put two and two together, and what do you spell? You're being screwed. So this has nothing to do with Bitcoin and all this. And so what for me, this is called gold. This is God's money. This is I think it's an eagle. This here is a silver eagle. This is real money. And then you have this thing called Bitcoin, but really I'm kind of interested in blockchain more than Bitcoin. But the two things, Danielle, is this stuff is liquid. This is liquid. You can't even buy it today. So if I said, hey, I got a gold coin for sale, my gold dealers would pick it up from me immediately. No, but when you're, because of boom bust or mania, so the mania is also in the real estate market, in the residential market, but it's also my primary focus apartment houses, which has really been a good market because the Fed cannot move, I hate to say this, illegals into it. They can move it into your hotel, but they can't move them into your apartment houses. So the apartment house business has been fabulous. Last week, we picked up another $160 million apartment house in Houston. Interest rates are so low, but the problem was there were so many bidders on it. So when there's so many bidders on one piece of property, because there's so much cash, you have to be smarter. And so it's in a good way, it forced us to become less complacent and smarter, clearer on how we plan to make money in the ups and downs of a turbulent market. So I still love real estate, but it's not real estate I love. It's because I can use debt. Who else is going to give me $160 million but the Fed? Thank God bless them. You see, without people like me who borrow money, or the CEOs who borrow money to buy back their stock, money doesn't exist. So the people who are whining and complaining, mostly school teachers, they're saying, well, how come the rich are getting richer? Well, they don't understand the transmission mechanism, excuse me, of money. So I have to borrow money for it to come into existence. And most school teachers can't even afford a credit card. So if all you have is a credit card, they don't need you. And then they're going to charge you exorbitant rates for that stupid credit card. Or they're punishing kids with student loan debt or payday loans. So the transmission mechanism is the current banking system, Wells Fargo, the hedge funds and all that. If it goes to Fed coin or Euro coin or Yuan coin or Yen coin, the banks are gone. Well, Orwell wrote a book about it. It was called 1984. It's the Big Brother is watching. That's where it's going. And so that's why I'm guessing, right now, I can tell you the price of this. It's probably $30, silver eagle, if you can find one. But the thing that if they go to the central banking system, this becomes more valuable.
Right.
But so does Bitcoin. So what I'm saying to the Bitcoiners, because I just tease them too, like I tease everybody. I'm teasing the bankers right now. I say, you Bitcoiners are just peeing in the ocean. I said, the financial market is so big. Look at the bond market. Look at the derivatives market. And these guys are yakking about a little Bitcoin. I'm going, grow up, little kids. So the point here is this, though, if it goes to, let's say, and I'm not saying it is, if it does, the transmission system is taken out, but this and Bitcoin become more valuable because it's outside the system and legally. They're called class threes. So all these years I've been buying machine guns. And the trouble with the machine guns, they eat a lot of bullets. You know what I mean? I mean, a Glock 19 or what do those guys carry, the gangbangers carry, you might fire 8 bullets in a minute. My machine guns, I've stepped them up from 850 rounds a minute to 1100 rounds a minute. So I was going through ammo at high rates of speed. So I would go to the gun shows, this is 20 years ago, and I'd buy pallets of ammunition. Today, I look like a genius. You can't buy bullets either. And now they want to register them. Now they want to put some kind of some mark on every bullet so they know who killed who. Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's why I pay attention to Bitcoin. The other thing I say, I was on Maria Bartiromo the other day. I said, buy something. And when you buy something, your intelligence goes up. But right now, you're sitting on the sidelines. Was it Dogecoin? Is this? And you don't know anything. So just buy something, and then your intelligence increases.
Exactly.
That's about all I can say to people. Buy something, start, figure it out. But I would prefer gold because this is God's money. Silver is God's money, and this is getting scarcer and scarcer and scarcer because it's used in technology. And this stuff doesn't get scarcer, but it's going into hoarding now. So that's why I say it's booms, bust, or mania. We're hitting mania right now, Danielle. Mania. And our school teachers are still telling kids, oh, this is someday the government will pay $10 million. That's how stupid school teachers are. My whole family are school teachers. They all save this garbage. They save this garbage. And I keep telling them, why don't you buy one of these? Oh, no. I want one of these.
Right.
The problem isn't gold, silver, Bitcoin. The problem is stupid school teachers telling kids to save this garbage. That's the story. So my poor dad always said, he says he wanted me to join the labor union because he was the head of the teachers union. And it was Marx who said, workers of the world unite. You have nothing to lose but your chains. It was Stalin who said, if you want to destroy capitalism, raise taxes. And it was Lenin who says, if you want to destroy capitalism, debauch the currency, exact words. And that's what happened in 1971 when Nixon made this toilet paper. And our schools are still telling our kids, oh, save toilet paper, work for toilet paper, and pay toilet paper taxes. And that's why it goes back to this book here, The Creature from Jekyll Island. In 1913, the Fed was created. It's not federal, it's not reserve, there's no reserve, it's not a bank. But it also created the Internal Revenue Service so they could collect the taxes. And so Biden today is raising taxes and they're printing money. And the stupid school teachers are still telling you, oh, this is toilet paper. You should work hard for it. That's not financial education. So all I say is, I tell kids, I said, why don't you just buy this? This is $30, silver coin, if you can find it.
If you can find it these days, exactly.
Better. It's safer than Bitcoin.